Hey everyone, I'm Hiro with Mindware. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the interview guide by Predictive Index. First of all, in order to have an interview guide, your organization needs to have set up a job target or a job profile for the role that you're hiring. Now, a job target or a job profile is essentially a model of behaviors that we're looking for high performance. So if you haven't seen the job report for your job target, you can request that from your organization. This is a sample job target for our outside sales job position. It's going to tell you what kind of profile you're looking for and first give you a high level of some of those key behaviors we're looking for. Again, this is not the job description or the legal requirements, but we're talking about drives and behaviors that'll be necessary for someone to become a high performer in this role. So for someone who's doing outside sales, we're looking for someone being naturally independent, assertive, self-confident. They like to manage multiple priorities and take initiative. They're proactive and quick to connect. And below that, you can even read a further summary if you're a high detail person. So that's the first step to an interview guide. You can request this to review it. And then the interview guide compares the person's PI behavioral profile to the job profile that's been set up. So for example, we are looking at Jerry Harrison, a candidate here for our outside sales job. There's a couple instructions for you here, but we'll scroll down to look at that comparison. So what we can see visually is that here are the ranges for the job. So again, we're looking for someone who's independent, someone who's sociable, someone who's driving, and someone who's a bit more flexible as opposed to really precise. And the blue are the candidate's natural behaviors. So naturally, Jerry is sociable. He's not naturally independent. He's actually naturally collaborative. He's naturally driving. He's not quite as far into the driving range as the profile set, but he has that behavior naturally, so we'll give him a count for that. And then naturally, he's more precise than flexible. His D is more precise than it is where the range is here. So that's something you can notice. How well does he match? And here are a couple of tidbits about Jerry. So it tells you what kind of profile he is. He's an altruist. And it gives you a high-level description of his strengths and some caution areas, meaning cautions of where his behaviors don't quite align with the profile we're looking for. Then we have the behavioral interview questions. So these are questions that you can ask the candidate to get a better sight of how well they can adjust their behaviors. Do they have the experience? Do they have the skills? Do they have the habits to meet those behaviors that we've set for the job profile? Of course, they have experience on their resume, they've applied, they have education, but what we're looking for is how do those behaviors match up? Can they really do this job in the long run? Is this the right seat and the right person? So for example, tell me about a time when you were required to lead a team or a project. That question is talking about independence and sociability. Does Jerry have the experience and the skills to be a leader and push up some independence and be more social than he might naturally be? The second question, describe a situation when you had to initiate something new. That is, again, talking about independence and also being more driving. So does he have the flexibility and the experience to, again, push up independence, be more driving, and initiate something new? So these questions will help you gain a better insight with your candidate to see if they're going to be a good match for this role in the long run. And that's it for the PI interview guide.